Stuart Pearce suffered a frightening health scare on a plane earlier this month. Stuart Pearce looked emotional as he was reunited with one of the flight attendants who helped him during a health scare earlier this month. The former England defender was taken ill on a Virgin Atlantic flight to London, having been in Las Vegas to watch the rugby league match between Wigan Warriors and Warrington Wolves. Due to the situation, the plane was forced to make an emergency landing in Newfoundland. Pearce has since recovered from the ordeal and appeared on Monday's edition of This Morning to discuss what happened. He was joined by his wife Carol as he recalled the frightening details of his health scare, saying he had never experienced anything like it before. "On the way back at the airport, my chest felt a little bit tight, a little bit heavy," said Pearce. "I thought it might just be indigestion or something of that nature. It felt as though someone was sat on my chest, if you like." When asked if he had experienced any issues with his heart before the scary incident, he replied, "Nothing at all. No history with my family. Nothing at all. I don't drink. I don't smoke. They looked after us, moved us forward up the airplane. They hooked me up to a ECG machine. My resting heart rate was 155 beats per minute. I've never experienced anything like that. They hooked up with the doctors, sent all the readings down, and hooked me up with oxygen." To his surprise, Pearce was then reunited with flight attendant Zoe Anderson, who was on hand to assist the 62-year-old during his health scare. She shared a warm embrace with Pearce and his wife, who both looked emotional upon her arrival on set. Explaining her side of the story, Anderson said, "We are trained to deal with these situations. We go through quite extensive training, so when things like this happen, we're prepared to deal with it. I sat down with Stuart and did the initial assessment because sometimes with chest pain it could be something simple. But after talking to Stuart, it started to raise some alarm bells. We had Stuart hooked up to an ECG monitor. I think we're the only airline in the UK to have that equipment, so we were able to send that straight down to the doctor. My colleague, Callum, did the reading while I was in the cockpit talking to the doctors.